Good morning, dear students. We continue with the chapter Perimeter and Area. Today we begin Perimeter and Area Part 10. Perimeter and Area Part 10. We continue with exercise 11.3, main question 8. Exercise 11.3, main question 8, page number 223. Exercise 11.3, main question 8, page number 223. Let's begin the 8th sum. Find the cost of polishing a circular tabletop of diameter 1.6 meter. If the rate of polishing is 15 rupees per meter square, find the cost. Now the value of pi is given as 3.14 or 3.14. So here the circular table is given and we have to polish the top surface of the circular table. That means the central part or the inner space has to be polished, and that means we have to find the area of the circular top. We are not doing the boundary, we are polishing the surface of the table. So when the surface is there, that means area has to be calculated. So area of circle we have to calculate. Now what is the diameter of the circular tabletop? It is given as 1.6 meter. Now heading we have to write. So here circular table is given. So heading we have written as circular tabletop, and the top part of the table is to be polished. Diameter is given as 1.6 meter. Radius we can calculate by using the formula d upon 2 or half of diameter. Half of diameter means 1.6 divided by 2. So in 1.6 the decimal point is there. We have removed and put denominator 10. So 16 upon 10 and then divide by 2. But between 10 and 2 we have to put the multiply sign. 16's half is 8. So we can say 8 upon 10. 2 1s are, 2 8s are. 2 is cancelled and 1 is written. 2's table is used for cancelling 16. 2 8s are 16. So 16 is cancelled and 8 is written. So 8 upon 10 will be our answer in the next step. 8 upon 10 is equal to 0.8 meter. Because whenever the denominator is 10, 100 or 1000, we can remove the denominator 10, 100 or 1000 by putting the decimal point. From the right side we have to count, and in the numerator digit we can put the decimal point. The numerator is 8. So in 8 we have to put the decimal point from the right side after one digit, because 10 has 1 0 in it. So from right side of 8 we count. After 8 we have to put a point, and since there are no more digits we have to put 0 on the left side of it. So 0.8 meter is our answer. That is the radius of this circular table. To find the area of the circular tabletop, we have to use the formula pi r square, where pi's value will substitute as 314 upon 100 or 3.14. So instead of writing 3.14, we write 314 upon 100. And the radius is given as 8, and that will substitute 2 times, because r square means r has to be multiplied with itself 2 times. R into r. R into r means r square. So here radius is 8. So we have to multiply 8 2 times. 8 into 8. And we are writing upon 10 because the radius was 0.8 meter. So 8 upon 10 is the radius. So we'll write 8 upon 10 2 times. R square is r into r. That means 8 upon 10 multiplied by 8 upon 10. And we solve this further in order to find the area of the circular tabletop. 314 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 8. Whole upon 100 into 10 into 10. So 8 8s are 64, and 64 multiplied by 314 will get the answer as 20,096 or 20096 in the numerator, and the denominator 100 into 10 will get as 10,000. 10 10s are 100, 100 100s are 10,000. So 20,096 whole upon 10,000 will be finally written as 2.0096. In order to remove the digit 10,000 from the denominator, we can write the numerator integer as a decimal fraction. So 20,096 will be written as 2.0096 because the denominator 10,000 is removed and the decimal point is substituted. For removing the denominator 10, 100 or 1000, we have to put a decimal point. After counting how many zeros are there, after that many digits from the right side we have to count and put the decimal point. Since 10,000 has 4 zeros, after 4 digits from the right side we have to count 1, 2, 3 and 4. So between 2 and 0 the decimal point will be there. 2.0096 meter square will be our answer. That is the area of the circular tabletop. So the top space occupied by the surface of the table is the area of the circular tabletop, and that is 2.0096 meter square. Now the polishing cost is given as 15 rupees for 1 meter square surface polishing. So we'll write down the answer statement as a cross multiply sentence for calculating the answer. Cost of polishing 1 meter square surface is 15 rupees. So what will be the cost of polishing 2.0096 meter square surface? That we'll write it as dash or as a box, rupees dash. And we will use the cross multiply method to calculate the answer. So 15 has to be multiplied with 2.0096 and 1 has to be divided. So right diagonal of the cross multiply will be written in the numerator and the left diagonal will be written in the denominator. So 2.0096 has to be multiplied by 15 in the numerator and 1 multiplied by the box, or only 1 has to be written in the denominator. Now the decimal point from 2.0096 is removed and we are writing 10,000 in the denominator. 2.0096 upon 10,000, and it has to be multiplied with 15. So 15 will be written in the numerator because we are doing cross multiply. Yes, the design of cross multiply, which we have learnt in the lower class. So the right diagonal numbers are multiplied in the numerator and the left diagonal is written in the denominator. 1 will be written in the denominator. Let us find out the total cost of polishing. The total cost of polishing will be 2.0096 multiplied by 15 whole upon 10,000 into 1. So denominator will be 10,000. And when we multiply 15 with 20,096, our answer will be 3,01,440 in the numerator whole upon 10,000. So you can multiply these numbers in the rough paper or in the rough column and check out this answer. 15 multiplied by 20,096, the answer will be 3,01,440 in the numerator, and 10,000 multiplied by 1 is 10,000. That will be written in the denominator. Now the denominator 10,000 can be replaced by putting a decimal point in the numerator integer, and we can remove the denominator 10,000. So in order to remove the denominator 10,000, we have to replace it with the decimal point in the numerator integer. So 301,440 will have the decimal point after 30. So between 0 and 1 we have to put the decimal point 30.1440. And how is the decimal point calculated? By counting the number of zeros. Since there are 4 zeros in 10,000, so from the right side numerator integer we have to count 4 digits and then we have to put the decimal point. So from the right side of this digit, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Between the 4th and the 5th digit, the decimal point will be there. So between 0 and 1, the decimal point will be there. So our answer will be 30.1440, and that will be written as rupees because we are calculating the total cost of polishing. The total cost of polishing will be rupees 30.1440, and that can be written approximately as a 2-digit decimal number because in rupees and paise there are 2 digits as a decimal. So here we'll write it as 30.14. The remaining 2 digits we'll round it off because in rupees the answer is mostly written, or in currency the answer is mostly written as a 2-digit decimal number. Total cost of polishing the tabletop will be rupees 30.14. And here in bracket I have written approximate. That means a round off answer or nearby answer which we have to calculate. So approximately 30 rupees will be the cost of polishing the tabletop. Let's go to the 9th sum. In the 9th sum, the question is given as Shruti took a wire of length 44 centimeter and bent it into a shape of a circle. So Shruti is taking a wire, a long wire, and then she is bending it into a circular shape. So here in the diagram we have a circular wire which is round. Yes, Shruti is bending the wire into round shape. And what is the length of the wire? That means 44 centimeter. So we can say the outer length of this circle will be 44 centimeter because that will be the length of the wire she is using for bending it into a circle shape. So we can say circumference will be 44 centimeter, or we can say perimeter is 44 centimeter. So when she is bending the wire into circular shape, we will have to calculate the radius first, because radius of the circle is not given. So we have to also calculate the radius of the circle. So in the diagram, radius is not given, so I have written it as r. Find the radius of that circle. Also find its area. So after finding the radius of the circle, we have to also find the middle region or the space occupied by this circle. So the space occupied by the circle or the central region or the central surface is called the area of the circle. So to find the area of the circle, we have to use the formula pi r square. We have to calculate the area of the circle. Now later on, she bends the same wire into a square shape. So she's again straightening this wire, making it straight, and then again she's bending it into a square shape. So the wire length remains same. She is not increasing or decreasing the length of the wire. The wire length is 44 centimeter. So for making the square also, she is using the same wire. That means the length of the wire will remain as 44 centimeter. That means the boundary length of this square will be 44 centimeter. Or we can say the perimeter of this square will be 44 centimeter. But what is the length of this square, we don't know, and that we have to calculate and find out. So here in the diagram, the length is not given, so we have written it as L. The length of this square is not known, it will be L. But we already know the length of the wire which is used for making the boundary of the square. What is the length of the wire? It is 44 centimeter. That means the perimeter of the square will be 44 centimeter. Even the perimeter of the circle will be 44 centimeter. We can say circumference of the circle is equal to perimeter of the square, because both of them are made from the same wire and which has length 44 centimeter. So we can say circumference of the circle is equal to perimeter of the square. So let us check out how we can do this sum. In order to find the area of the circle, we need to find the radius of the circle first. But we know the length of the wire, and as the length of the wire is 44, and with the wire we are making the boundary of the circle, that means we know the circumference. That means the length of the wire will be equal to the circumference of the circle. Circumference of the circle is equal to length of the wire. So we will use the formula for circumference of the circle as 2 pi r, and we'll substitute on the left side instead of the spelling circumference, and on the right side length of the wire we know that is 44, we'll substitute on the RHS of the equal to sign. So 2 pi r is equal to 44. 2 we write as it is, pi we substitute as 22 upon 7, and r we copy as it is, and we put multiply sign in between, and 44 we copy as it is down. Now r is the unknown value, or r is the variable, the alphabet whose value we don't know. We have to find the radius. So r will keep alone, and all the other numbers next to it will send it on the other side. We'll transfer these 3 numbers to the other side. To transfer these 3 numbers to the right hand side from the left hand side, we have to use the transpose rule. In order to transfer the number, we have to use the transpose rule. Transpose rule means the opposite rule. So here divide 7 will become multiply 7 when it goes from left hand side to the right hand side. So divide 7 or denominator 7 will become multiply 7 and will go in the numerator next to 44. So 44 into 7 will write, and 2 and 22 is in the numerator, so that will be sent to the denominator when it moves from the left hand side to the right hand side. So 2 and 22 is transposed using the opposite rule. So 2 will go in the denominator, 22 will go in the denominator, because here on the left hand side it was in the numerator. So 2 and 22 will go in the denominator, and we'll write as 44 into 7 whole upon 2 into 22, and the radius r will keep alone. So in the next step we'll get r is equal to 44 into 7 upon 2 into 22. Now 2 into 22 means 44, 22 2s are 44, and this both can be cancelled with 44 in the numerator. So 2 into 22 is 44, 44 1s are, and 44 1s are. So 44 and 2 and 22 will be cancelled. 44 from the numerator is cancelled with 2 and 22 in the denominator. So only 7 will remain, 7 upon 1 will remain. So 7 upon 1 means only 7. That means we can say the radius is 7, r is equal to 7. Therefore, we will write down the answer statement as radius of the circle is equal to 7 centimeter. Now we have found the radius of the circle, so we can easily find the area of the circle using the formula pi r square. Area of the circle is equal to pi r square. Here radius was not known, and with the help of circumference we found the radius of the circle, that is 7 centimeter. Radius is the distance between the two endpoints of the line segment joining the center of the circle and any point lying on the circle. So this arrow symbolizes the radius of the circle, and that is 7 centimeter. To find the area of the circle, you have to use the formula pi r square, where pi's value will be substituted as 22 upon 7, and radius square means r is multiplied with itself 2 times, r into r, that means radius will substitute as 7, and radius we have to multiply 2 times with itself, r into r, so 7 we have to multiply 2 times with itself, 7 into 7. So this is pi's value 22 upon 7, and radius we are substituting as 7, and radius square is there, so we'll substitute as 7 into 7. One of the 7's will be cancelled from the numerator and denominator, and in the denominator only 1 will remain, because 7 ones are and 7 ones are we can cancel. Denominator 7 is cancelled with 7 table, and numerator 7 is also cancelled with 7 table. 7 ones are, 7 ones are. So the other 7 will remain, and 22 will remain in the numerator, and in the denominator only 1 will remain. So we will get 22 into 7 whole upon 1. That means 22 into 7 is 154. So in the next step we will get 154 upon 1. So final answer will be only 154. So area of the circle is 154 centimeter square. Like I said before also many times, children, you have to remember whenever the area topic is given, the unit name should have square as the degree or the power. So here centimeter is the unit, so we have to write the area unit as centimeter square. 154 centimeter square. Area of the circle is 154 centimeter square. That will write it as a answer statement. Now we also have to find the length of the square which is formed in order to find the area of the square. But we know the same wire is used to bend into the shape of a square. The wire which was used for bending into a circle was straightened and then again rebent into a square shape. So the length of the wire is not changing. That means the length of the wire is equal to the perimeter of the square. The length of the wire is equal to the length of the boundary of the square. The boundary of the square is known as perimeter. So perimeter of the square will be equal to the length of the wire. So perimeter formula will substitute as 4 into L, and length of the wire we already know as 44. So 4 into L is equal to 44 will be our step which we have to solve further. Where L is the unknown variable or unknown alphabet, we have to find the value of L, or L is known as the length of the square, and that we have to find out in order to find the area of the square. So first we will find out the length. So in order to find the length, the number next to it will send on the other side. All the numbers we have to solve together. That means 4 will go from the left hand side to the right hand side, and we have to use the transpose rule to do this step. So multiply 4 will become divide 4 when we send from the left hand side to the right hand side using the transpose rule. So 44 divided by 4 we have to write. Again I repeat, multiply 4 will become divide 4 when we send 4 from left hand side to the right hand side. So 44 upon 4. L is equal to 44 upon 4. And 44 and 4 we can cancel using 4's table. 4 ones are, 4 11's are. 4 is cancelled and 1 is written in the denominator. 44 is cancelled and 11 is written in the denominator. 4 ones are, 4 11's are. 11 upon 1 is our answer for the next step. But 11 upon 1 is equal to 11, because whenever 1 is in the denominator, children, we have learned that the numerator integer will be our final answer. So 11 upon 1 means only 11. So length is equal to 11 centimeter. L is equal to 11 centimeter. So we'll write down the answer statement. Therefore, length of the square is equal to 11 centimeter. Now since we have found the length of the square, that is 11 centimeter is the length of the side of the square, and we can use the formula for area of square, that is L into L, to find out the area of the square. That is 11 is this length and 11 is this length also. So using the formula L into L, we substitute the value 11 into 11, we get 121. So area of the square is 121 and unit will write as centimeter square, because whenever area topic is given, we have to write the unit with the degree 2, and so we will write the answer as area of square is 121 centimeter square. Now if we compare the area of square and area of circle is 154 centimeter square and area of square is 121 centimeter square. So which has more area? The circle has more area or the square has more area? The square area is 121 centimeter square. Circle area is 154 centimeter square. So we can say the circle has more area because circle area is 154 centimeter square and square area is 121. 121 is smaller than 154. So circle is having larger area. So final answer statement we'll write, the circle encloses more area than the square. Let's go to the 10th sum. From a circular card sheet of radius 14 centimeter, two small circles of radius 3.5 centimeter and a small rectangle of length 3 centimeter and breadth 1 centimeter are cut and removed. Now the figure is shown in your textbook. Please children, you can refer to the textbook page number 223. In the textbook page number 223, the diagram is given. Page number 223, the diagram of this sum is given. I have also drawn it below here. Find the area of the remaining sheet. So the circular card sheet is given and two small circles are cut out and a rectangle is cut out. So remaining area we have to find out. Again I repeat, a circular card sheet is given, two small circles are cut out and a rectangle is cut out. The card sheet radius is given as 14 centimeter and the small circles which are cut out, they have radius of 3.5 centimeter and the rectangle which is cut out has length 3 centimeter and breadth 1 centimeter. The radius of the card sheet is 14 centimeter. So whatever details are given, we have to first copy as it is and then start the sum. First we'll write the name of this sum. So what are we calculating regarding the sheet which is circular in shape? So heading will be circular card sheet and radius of the card sheet is given as 14 centimeter. Radius of the small circle which is cut out is given as 3.5 centimeter and the rectangle which is cut out is of length 3 centimeter. Breadth of that rectangle which is cut out is 1 centimeter and we have to first calculate the area of the remaining card sheet. But first we'll calculate the original area of the card sheet. The original area of the card sheet will be, the area of the circular card sheet will be calculated by using the formula pi r square, where pi is substituted as 22 upon 7. So instead of r square, we'll substitute the value 14 into 14 because r square means r into r, or r has to be multiplied with itself 2 times. That means 14 has to be multiplied with itself 2 times. Instead of r square, we'll write r into r, that means 14 into 14. So we'll substitute and calculate this answer. Pi's value 22 upon 7, radius square, that is 14 into 14, and we'll cancel with 7's table. 7 1s are, 7 2s are 14. So denominator 7 is cancelled and 1 is written, and 14 is cancelled and 2 is written. 7 1s are, 7 2s are. So remaining numbers we have to copy as it is. 22 multiplied by 14 multiplied by 2 upon 1. So children, you can check out this calculation in your rough paper and then check whether your answer is 616 or not. So what will remain? 7 is cancelled and 1 is written. 14 is cancelled and 2 is written. Rest of the numbers are as it is. 22, 14 and 2 will be left out and 1 in the denominator will be left out. 22 into 14 into 2. 14 2s are 28 and 28 into 22, the answer will be 616 centimeter square upon 1. Since the denominator is 1, we can remove it because we have learned in the chapter of fraction when any digit has denominator 1, we'll write the numerator integer as the final answer. 7 is cancelled and 1 is written. 14 is cancelled, 2 is written. So 1 from the denominator is removed. Final answer is 22 multiplied by 28. 14 2s are 28. 22 multiplied by 28, answer is 616 centimeter square. So area of this card sheet, the whole card sheet area will be 616 centimeter square. Then we have to calculate the area of two small circles and then we have to minus it from the original card sheet. So first we'll find out the area of the small card sheet. Area of two small circles means 2 multiplied by 1 circle. There are 2 circles, so we have to calculate the area of 2 circles. So 2 multiplied by pi r square we will calculate. 2 multiplied by pi r square. Pi r square is the formula for area of 1 circle, but we have to calculate the area of 2 circles because 2 circles are cut out. So 2 multiplied by pi r square. 2 we copy as it is. Instead of pi we write 22 upon 7 and instead of radius we'll write 3.5 multiplied by 3.5. But instead of 3.5 I have written 35 upon 10 multiplied by 35 upon 10. The decimal point from 3.5 is removed. Radius of the small circle is 3.5. So instead of writing 3.5 I have written as 35 upon 10 multiplied by 35 upon 10. Now we'll cancel and calculate the final answer. 7 ones are 7 fives are 35. So 7 is cancelled, 1 is written, 35 is cancelled, and 5 is written. And rest of the numbers will keep as it is. 10 into 10, the denominator will be 100. In the next step, our answer will be 2 into 22 into 35 into 5 upon 1 into 100. 10 tens are 100, we'll write in the denominator. 7 is cancelled and 1 is written. And with 7 stable, we are cancelling 35 also. And 7 stable, we are cancelling denominator 7 also. 7 ones are 7 fives are. So 35 is cancelled and 5 is written. Rest of the numbers we copy as it is. 35 we copy as it is. 22 we copy as it is. 2 we copy as it is. Multiply sign in between we copy as it is. And 7 is cancelled and 1 is written. Multiply sign in the denominator is written. And 10 tens are 100 we solve and write in the denominator. So final answer will be whole upon 100. 1 into 100 will be whole upon 100. And the numerator will multiply. 5 twos are 10. 10. And 37. 22. The answer is 770. Multiply by 10, the answer will be 7,700 upon 100. 7,700 upon 100, or we can say 7,700 upon 100. 7700 whole upon 100. So 2 zeros from 100 is cancelled from the denominator, and 7,700 has 2 zeros in the numerator, that is cancelled, and only 77 upon 1 will remain. 77 upon 1, your answer will be 77. Or children, you can check out the cancellation in the rough paper in your notebook. On the last page, you can do this calculation and do cancellation and find out whether you are getting 7,700 upon 100. The answer will be 77, because 2 zeros from 100 in the denominator is cancelled and 2 zeros from 7,700 is cancelled. Your answer will be 77 upon 1, or only 77. So area of the two small circle is 77 centimeters square. Now we have to also calculate the area of the rectangle. Area of rectangle is length into breadth. That means the length is 3 centimeter and breadth is 1 centimeter. If we multiply and calculate, we'll get length into breadth as 3 into 1. 3 ones are 3. So area of this rectangle which is cut out from the card sheet will be 3 centimeter. Now we have to find out the remaining area of the card sheet. Therefore, area of the remaining card sheet will be the original area of the card sheet minus the area of two circles and minus the area of the rectangle. So from the card sheet's area, or the circular card sheet, which is the big card sheet which is round in shape, we have to cut out the small circles. That means area of small circle has to be subtracted. Area of rectangle has to be subtracted. And whatever area is left, the blue color region, that remaining area is known as the card area of the remaining card sheet. So remaining card area is original card area minus the circles area. That means 2 circles are there which we have to subtract, and 1 rectangle is there which we have to subtract. The card area was 616 and the 2 circles total area was 77 and the rectangles area was 3. That we have to subtract and we have to minus, and we'll get the answer as 536 centimeters square. 616 minus 77 minus 3. Minus 77 minus 3, the answer will be minus 80. So 616 minus 80 we have to do. 616 minus 80. And the answer will be 536 centimeters square. So remaining card area is 536 centimeters square. Whenever area topic is there in the unit, we have to write degree 2, centimeter raised to 2, and we'll read it as centimeter square or square centimeter. Therefore, final answer statement will be remaining card area is 536 square centimeter.